Spanish media have just reported Tesla is in talks, and have been for a while now, with the government in Spain to build Giga Spain, a gigafactory in Spain that will build the Model 2. The Model 2 will probably be the most affordably priced small crossover in Europe, and this is where I think it will be made. I actually haven't been this confident about a Tesla gigafactory for a long time now in terms of location. A report that came out within the last few hours today says that Tesla's next gigafactory won't be in India. And it's not going to be in Indonesia or Canada or any other place like that either. It's going to be in Spain. Now, I've thought of 5 good reasons why it would make a lot of sense for Tesla to build a gigafactory in Spain. I'm going to share with you what those 5 reasons are, and also what this report says about Tesla being in negotiations with Spain right now to build its next gigafactory. In fact, a gigafactory to build the Tesla Model 2 in Spain. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Sam Evans. I'm the Electric Viking. Just want to say a big thank you for your support this year. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. By the way, Spain. You think about it, makes a lot of sense for the Model 2. Here's some reasons. 1, it has a big automotive industry, some of which is in decline. Why? Well, more cars are made now in China than what ever were before. So obviously, some of that has to come from somewhere. Some of that has come from Europe. So those sales from China now, China is now the largest exporter of vehicles worldwide. It was Japan, with Germany in second. China's leapfrogged both of them within the last 12 months. So of course, Spain's automotive industry has been in decline. There's no question about that. But it does have a strong automotive industry with a lot of highly trained people. Point 1. Point 2. Permitting in Spain is far, far easier. In fact, there's ample evidence of this in numerous places. For example, solar and wind generation. The Spanish government said, well, we need to change our permitting. We need to make sure that all the offshore wind or onshore wind, as well as solar projects, get built as quickly as possible. That's why Spain is destroying Germany when it comes to deployment of renewable energy. Right now, Spain is building 8.7 gigawatts of wind and solar right now in projects. Germany, 2 gigawatts. So Spain is building 4 times as much renewable energy capacity as Germany. And it all comes down to the government saying, well, let's speed up the permitting process. German government, that's the key reason why they're struggling. Their projects aren't happening. Permits and regulations are really strict. So Spain is really good with getting things done. As you know, the Tesla factory in Germany, it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare getting things permitted. And I think Tesla has learned its lesson. I don't believe Tesla will ever again try to build a factory in Germany of any kind whatsoever. Way too hard, way too stressful, takes too long, and it's just politically crazy as well. Point 3, energy is needed to run a factory. It's one of your biggest costs, the cost of energy. The cost of energy in Spain is lower than almost anywhere else in Europe. And it is set to get lower as more and more renewable energy comes online. There's going to be an excess of energy in Spain by 2030. Spain will hit around 90% renewables by the end of the decade. And they're going to have to build out more renewables than they need, because that's how it works with renewables. You normally build out twice as much as you need, 200% capacity. And then that means that when the sun isn't shining, when the wind isn't blowing, both of those things are actually quite rare in Spain. A lot of sun in Spain, one of the sunniest places on the planet. But when those, at night time, for example, that's when you need that excess solar and wind generation that you can store in batteries and use at nighttime. So Tesla will take advantage of the cheaper electricity costs. They'll take advantage of the fact that thousands of people have been laid off in the automotive industry this year in Spain. Lots of people just waiting around saying, hey, we'd like a job, Tesla. Tesla will say, thank you very much. You can come and work for us. So what exactly do we know about what's happening? Well, first of all, this factory will obviously not be for a Model Y or Model 3 factory. It wouldn't make any sense at all to do that, because Tesla have already said they're going to build twice as many Model 2s as they are Model Y, 3, X, S, Cybertruck, and Semi combined. Put them all together, twice that number, and Tesla will build more of Model 2 than even that. So clearly the Model 2 is next for this gigafactory in Spain, where Tesla will use LMFP batteries and a combination of lithium iron phosphate batteries as well to power the Model 2 to make it an affordable car. It's the perfect car for Spain. It's the perfect car for Europe. It's the kind of car, a small crossover. I think it'll be a lot like the Volvo EX30, but significantly lighter and cheaper. Tesla is right now in talks with the regional government of Valencia in Spain to build a car factory, says some major Spanish newspapers. The company's total investment in the factory will surpass 4.5 billion euros or around $5 billion US, said the newspaper. A spokesperson for Valencia's regional government told Reuters it had held meetings and conversations with an unidentified company about a large automobile investment, but declined to give more details, citing the confidentiality of the negotiations. So they confirmed that it's true, basically, that they are negotiating with Tesla. If they weren't, they would have said, no, we're not. They had to just say it like that because that's part of the deal. Tesla have not immediately responded to a request for comment, and they won't because they never do. Until it's confirmed, that is. Volkswagen has already said it plans to invest as much as 3 billion euros in a battery factory in the town of Sagunto in the Valencia area. Spain is Europe's second largest car producer, and it's using European Union COVID pandemic recovery funds to attract automakers to invest in the manufacture of both batteries and electric vehicles. The EU plans to phase out combustion engine cars. Now, one of the reasons why car manufacturing in Spain is it's such a large industry, well, one of them is the cost. Employment costs are significantly lower, for example, in Spain than what they are in Germany. That matters. Land costs are lower in Spain than what they are in Germany, significantly lower. Permitting is easier. It just makes so much sense. In fact, I think it would have made more sense for Tesla to actually build the factory that they built in Germany in Spain in the first place. But you live and you learn. Well, let me know what you think about that anyway. Now, keep in mind, the majority of the factories in Spain right now, in fact, almost all of them that exist, build internal combustion engine vehicles. So I'm pretty confident the Spanish government knows that a lot of them will shutter their doors. A lot of them will simply stop producing cars, period. Some of them will obviously change and start building EVs instead, but the majority will not. So getting Tesla on board is extremely important. Tesla has so far established one factory in Europe, of course, in Germany, a facility near Berlin that produces the Model Y crossover, which was the best-selling car overall in Europe in the first quarter. Not EV, just the best-selling car. As well, of course, as globally. It was also the best-selling car in Spain in May, and it's the best-selling electric car in Spain this year. Tesla's other top seller in Europe, the Model 3, is imported from Shanghai. But of course, the sedan body style is not really a European thing and hasn't been for decades, in fact. And crossovers are building in popularity massively in Europe. Crossovers that are electric and that are affordable, you've hit the trifecta if you can make that happen. That's what Tesla will do. They'll build a factory in Spain. I'm confident this will happen. Not 100%, but I'd say 98%. And then they'll build an affordable Model 2 there. And it'll be Tesla's best seller in Europe. It'll easily outsell the Model Y. I think they'll have two variants of that car, by the way. One might be a more road-going version. One might be more of a crossover style. But I believe they'll also have a second body style. They might have a coupe version and then more of a traditional SUV, small SUV type version. That's what I'm going with. What do you think, though? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Elon Musk has said he is aiming to sell 20 million cars a year with a network of 10 to 12 gigafactories that would build up to 2 million units a year each. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. They need another factory in Europe as well. That's unquestionably necessary as soon as possible because they only have really one car they're selling in Europe. I mean, yeah, the Model 3 is selling pretty well too, but really it's, it's a sedan. It's not really what Europeans primarily want. And keep in mind, the European car market, it's almost the size of North America's car market. You've got China, right? 27 million cars a year. 1/3 of the entire global auto market is China. 1 in every 3 cars sold worldwide is sold in China. Second, pretty close to them are North America, and then Europe, very close in terms of number of sales. Now, if you put those 3 regions together, that is 80% of the entire global automotive market. In fact, it's over 80%. Europe is very important for Tesla. the Gigafactory in Spain, I believe, is a real thing. But let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.